Talbot, Maple Ridge, first time speaker, first time moving a motion. Move Talbot, Maple Ridge, second in grief, Langley. I spent my childhood and adolescence in ministry care. I speak in favor of this resolution as both an educator and a former ward of the court who aged out of care. BC has a high population of children in care, and many here are familiar with Paige's story. And it's important to note that schools are home to many students just like Paige. As educators, we are frontline workers by the very nature of our role and our duty to report. Funding cuts to class size and composition has put further pressure on our ability to adequately recognize and support these vulnerable students. I often wonder if my grade 2 teacher would have been able to help me had I been one of 30 students as in today's classroom conditions. An organized BCTF task force focusing on students within the Ministry of Children and Families would better assist educators in navigating these difficult situations. It was at school where a teacher reported the abuse. It was at school where I was apprehended, and it was at school after I was relocated and put into care that I achieved safety, security, and normalcy. And it was at school where I became resilient despite being a ward of the court. It was also at school where I learned the important skills I would need for when I aged out of care. I'm thankful to my foods teacher who taught me the skills I would need to survive off the $16 per week for groceries that independent living afforded, which incidentally has not been increased since 1999 when my rent was $212.50. I escaped a fate similar to Paige's because of the care and diligence of individual teachers. So thank you, School District 71. This resolution will help create a collective strategy because vulnerable children in care need us the most. On behalf of my system siblings, 4 to 6,000 in BC, I humbly request that you consider this resolution.